Many contributions are being given by the Sher Shah also. Sher Shah doesn't belong to the Mughal dynasty, but he ruled for some years. Due to the bomb explosion, he died. Even he has been given, even he has been contributed towards the during that Mughal rule, whatever the developmental steps or whatever the new schemes or the whatever the new rules and regulations were being brought by the Sher Shah, that was been continued by the Akbar itself, So next we will study regarding the Akbar's religious policy. So Akbar could not break the chain of the orthodox due to his close interaction with his mother, teacher, and his officials. He has allowed his Rajput wives to perform pujas in his palace. He had ordered against the harassment of the women and the children. He had ordered against the women and the children. And the enemy state. He had also ordered not to arrest the Hindus who did not take part in the war and turn them into slaves. He also ordered against the conversion of such Hindus into the Islam. He abolished the jizya tax. So jizya was the tax which was only imposed on the Hindus. If the Hindus they want to go for the pilgrimage, ತೀರ್ಥಯಾತ್ರೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ extra tax ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಮುಸ್ಲಿಮರಿಗೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Only for the Hindus. So that tax was during the time of the Delhi Sultanate, Humayun, Babur, etc. So those jizya tax were removed, or it was been abolished by the Akbar. Jizya tax was been abolished by the Akbar. So he translated Hindu religious book into the Persian language. He showed respect. So some of them are unmuting there. Just mute yourself. Just listen to me. Because it will disturb us here while teaching. And next, he showed respect towards the qualified Hindus by appointing them towards the high post. Means Akbar was knowing only the rulers are Islams or the Muslims, but the whole country is full of the Hindus. He was knowing that with the help of the Hindus itself, he can rule over the vast area or the vast empire. So this was not the Akbar. So he started to get in confidence towards the Hindus. So he appointed the qualified Hindus towards the high post. Raja Todarmal was the finance minister. Bhagwan Das, Man Singh, Todarmal, and the Raisings were the governors of the certain areas. And even you are knowing, I think, Birbal, Akbar and Birbal. So while studying about the Krishnadevaraya, Tenali Ramakrishna comes there. While studying about the Akbar, so he comes there, Birbal. Was he closely associated with the Akbar. There were 8 Hindus among the 12 provincial finance ministers. Akbar directed that the festivals like Rakhi, Deepavali, and Shivratri should be celebrated in his court. So this was the Akbar's religious policy. Means here one word we have to say means Akbar was tolerant towards all the religion. Even he had married some Hindu wives also. Jodha Akbar is the best example. I think already picture is there with Jodha Akbar. So Jodha Akbar is the best example. Next, Deen-e-Ilahi. Remember Deen-e-Ilahi. Akbar's religion. Deen-e-Ilahi. Deen-e-Ilahi. So Akbar established a new religion, Deen-e-Ilahi, in the 1582. In 1582, Akbar established a new religion called Deen-e-Ilahi. The best aspect of this religion were present. The best aspect of all the religion were present in the new religion established by Akbar, Deen-e-Ilahi. This religion was the result of the discussion held at the Iban Ibadat Khana. So Ibadat Khana, where the religious discussion have been held. So that was been called as the Ibadat Khana. So there, the discussion on the religious discussion where the finest points of all the religions were been taken, and that was adopted in the Deen-e-Ilahi. Where in the Ibadat Khana, where Hindu, Jain, Zoroastrian, Christian participate, he sought to integrate all the people of his kingdom towards his new religion. Abdul Fazl was the chief architect of this religion. Abdul Fazl was the chief architect of this new religion. It believed in one God, culture and good behavior. This new religion, his motto was, it believed in one God, culture and good behavior. So this was regarding the Akbar's new religion, Deen-e-Ilahi. Deen-e-Ilahi. So who was the architecture of this new religion? Who was the architecture of this new religion? Fazl, Abdul Fazl. Who was the? Abdul Fazl was the architecture of the new religion. That's very good, students. Abdul Fazl was the architecture of the new religion. So that's the Akbar's administration, Akbar's administrative system. Just listen to me here. No need of going vast here. Akbar's administrative system. So from the administrative convenience for the Akbar, already he was knowing to rule the vast empire, he need a certain important person serving. And he was knowing that kingdom should be divided for the administrative convenience. He was knowing it. So in this prospect, Akbar had divided the kingdom into central government, provincial government, and parganas. So in this, Akbar has been divided for the administrative convenience. Today, how the central state, district, and taluks are there. In the same way, Akbar has been divided. Divided his kingdom for the administrative convenience. Akbar was the emperor of the vast kingdom, the commander of the army, head of the executive, and the head of the judiciary. There were 4 ministers called Wakil, Diwan, Mir Bakshi, and Main Sardar to assist him in the administration. So these were the important ministers. These were the important ministers to assist him in the administration. He had divided the kingdom into 15 subas. He had divided the kingdom into various provinces. He had divided the kingdom into various provinces. And they were been called as subas. So today how we are having the state and district like that. So in those times they have been called as the subas. So subas. And Akbar has been divided his kingdom into 15 subas. Akbar has been divided his kingdom into 15 subas. Each suba had a simple salah. Each suba had a simple salah. So each suba had a simple salah. Simple salah means today how we are having the governor for a state. Means here, subas means you have to consider it as a state. And each subas had a simple salah. Simple salah means governor. Governor, Diwan, Mir Bakshi, Sardar, priest, constable, and Wakil Navis. So these were the important persons in each simple salah, in each subas. Every district had a fauzdar. So afterwards, after subas, fauj or the district. So every district has a fauzdar. And Amal Gujjar and the Bhakti. So administration of the Parganas was carried out by the Shekhdar, Amir, Pottar, and Kango. Administration of the Parganas. Subas, district, then the Parganas. Akbar had established a hierarchy in his army. These called Mansab and its supervisors are called as the Mansabdar. An important system which was being introduced during the Mughals was the Mansabdari system. So Mansabdari system. One particular person, he would be given particular men, a soldiers. So he has to look after his soldiers. During the wartime, he has to take part in the war. During the peace time, he has to take part in the administration. He has to take part in the administration. So a new system was been introduced during the Mughals. That has been called as the Mansabdari system. Mansabdari system. So here in the Mansabdari, there were infantry, cavalry, elephant units in the Mughal army. There were a separate department to stamp the horse, known as the Dag Mahali, known as the stamping of horse. So first stamp it was been introduced by the Sher Shah, the Dag Mahali. So this was regarding the administration of the Akbar. So next comes the revenue system. So in the ancient or in the medieval, what was the main source of revenue? Land tax was the main source of revenue. Land tax was the main source of revenue. So this was one of the important achievements of the Akbar's administration. He brought Jupti system into practice. First time in the revenue, the Jupti system was brought into practice. So it has been called as the system of Todarmal. Jupti system has been, the architecture of the Jupti system was the Todarmal, the finance ministry. It is also been called as the system of Todarmal. Jupti system has been also called as the system of Todarmal. Bamboo measuring sticks with the iron hooks were used to measure the land. Long bamboo would be taken. So the bamboo, it would be like the chamber would be there. So it was been, chambers are there in the bamboo. So that type chamber, it was been used for the measuring the land. In the Jupti system land. Even today, the land is, even today, it has been used. But the bamboo has been not used. But that system has been used. So I mean, survey model, the Jamin survey model, so the Jupti system, survey model, Jupti system. So even today, that has been used, the Jupti system. But bamboo is being not, but they have been not using the bamboo. So the land has been classified. The land has been classified. Excellent, average, and medical. Each farmer was given a document called patta. So land, according to the fertility of the land, the taxes were being imposed. A new system. So this system was been brought by the Sher Shah. It was been continued by the Akbar. According to the fertility of the land, it was been, the taxation policy was been used. The new system. ಇವತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜಮೀನಿಗೆ ಕಾಗದ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ RTC ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜಮೀನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಗದ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ RTC ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಕ್ಬರ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಪಟ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರು. ಶೇರ್ ಶಾ ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಅಕ್ಬರ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಡೀ ಅವನ ಒಂದು ರಾಜ್ಯ ತುಂಬಾ ಅದನ್ನ ವಿಸ್ತರಣೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ strictly imposed by Akbar. Each farmer, after the survey, the document was been made, and that document was been called as patta. ಇವತ್ತಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಇದೇ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದೇ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ patta. So police system, Kotwala, the police system during the Akbar time was well organized and capable. There were police stations in the Parganas. Akbar encouraged art and architecture too. The important monuments in Fatehpur Sikri, Khwaja Bandera was Daftar Khana, Jodhabai Palace, Daulat Khana, Panchmahal, Birbal House, Kabutar Khana are some of the cities or the monuments built by the Akbar. So these are the monuments built by the Akbar. After Akbar, his eldest son Jahangir came to the power. After the death of Akbar, his eldest son Jahangir came to the power. He provided a good administration and continued all the policies of Akbar. He had personally as well as he had a personal as well as the matrimonial relationship with the Rajputs. He liberalized few of the restrictions against the rulers of Mewar. Jahangir personally led the attack on the Mewar rulers in the 1613. Personally led the attack on 16 and defeated him. After him, his son Shah Jahan. After Jahangir, his son Shah Jahan came to the power. Who came? Shah Jahan came to the power. Shah Jahan came to the power. So when you remember, when you listen, when you hear the name of the Shah Jahan, what comes to your mind? Yes, friends, what comes to your mind when you, yes, Taj Mahal, yes, very good, Rajita, Taj Mahal. What comes to your mind? Taj Mahal. So Shah Jahan. Yes, very good, Ashwin. So during the regime of Shah Jahan, during the, yes, very good, Sastita. So during the regime of Shah Jahan, Mughal invention on the South India continued. Mughal Khan Jahan Lodi of Afghanistan rebelled against him and he got defeated. And he also defeated the Portuguese in the 1632. He also defeated Portuguese in the 1632 and annexed the Hooghly from them. He also he took Ahmednagar under the control. His relationship got spoiled with the Sikhs and the Bundels. He faced a defeat by Uzbekis while trying to conquer the Balkh region in the Middle Asia. Shah Jahan followed the methods of valuating the land based on the fertility. Fix the land tax based on it. Taj Mahal, Red Fort at Delhi and other important buildings are the contribution of Taj Mahal. So it has been called as the golden age of Mughal art and architecture. Shah Jahan's period has been called as the golden age of Mughal art and architecture. Shah Jahan's period has been called as the golden age of Mughal art and architecture. It will be called the golden period or the golden age of Mughal art and architecture. Golden age of Mughal art and architecture. So here next, after Shah Jahan, so you are knowing regarding the Taj Mahal, you are knowing why it has been constructed, etc., etc. What is the reason? So you can see there in the textbook. So after Shah Jahan, who came? Aurangzeb came to the power. Aurangzeb, after Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb came to the power. So Aurangzeb imprisoned his father. So who was the father of Aurangzeb? Shah Jahan. So Aurangzeb imprisoned his father and ascended the throne with the Alamgir. Ascended the throne with the title Alamgir. So Aurangzeb, he had a title Alamgir. Why it has been called Alamgir? I'll say no. He temporarily called rebellions of the Homs in the east and Ulfuts in the northwest. His decision to imprison and dishonor Shivaji resulted in future attack of the Mughals. He had faced the revolt of the Rajputs of Mewar, Rathods, Sikhs, Jats, Bundels and Sattams in the north. He waged war against the Adil Shahis of Bijapur and Nizam Shahis of Golconda and annexed the kingdom. Finally, his enmity with the powerful Rajputs led to the downfall of the Mughals. Finally, the enmity with the Rajputs finally led for the downfall of the Aurangzeb. And even some Sikhs group, Arjun Singh and Tej Bahadur, have been killed by the Aurangzeb. How they were been killed? Their head were been cut off. So even this led for the downfall of the Mughal Empire in India. So Aurangzeb attempted to implement the philosophy advocated in the Quran strictly. Many popular Hindu temples were being spoiled during his reign. He had prohibited sati system, musical performance, processions, gambling, consumption of liquor and ganja plants extracting in the kingdom. Completely or strictly Orthodox Muslim. He was Orthodox Muslim. He strictly followed what is there in the Quran. He followed it strictly. He lived a simple life. He was called Zinda Fakir, which means a living fakir, living saint itself. He was called Zinda Fakir, living saint itself. So he has got a title Alamgir. This is the reason he has got a title Alamgir. So next we'll move towards the contributions of Mughals. And the contributions of Mughals. Mughal who ruled India for more than 200 years have given important contribution in different areas. They have been given the contribution as well as they have been destroyed or many monuments, etc. So the Mughal rulers were hereditary. So after father, his son came to the power. So the rule it was hereditary. They consider the power was been centralized. All the power was been centralized in the hands of the king itself. The Mughal rulers were considered. They called themselves as the Badshah. Mughal ruler. They called themselves as the Badshah. Badshah was the absolute head of the administration, military and judiciary. So to assist him, their court language, the Persian was their court language. And for the administrative purpose, they already was dealing with the Akbar. The same thing they have been continued here. Subhas, Sarkar, Parganas. Like that it was mentioned. Subhas, Sarkar and Parganas. So here next, Vakil, Diwan, Mir Bakshi, Mukhya Sardar are the important ministers in the central government. They were assistant like the Rajpal, Bakshi, etc. Kotwali, Faujdar, Amir Guddar, etc. were the assistant them in the administration. Assist them in the administration. And each of the important ministers were been appointed by the king itself, by the Badshah itself. Appointed by the king, he was removed by the king itself. So like the revenue system, same, the majority of the people were the farmers and land tax was the main source and some factories were there in the Delhi. Some factories were there in the Delhi. 1/3 was the revenue. 1/3 was the revenue. And what the trinomial revenue system, what they have been established, same thing it has been followed. Same thing it has been, even today it has been followed with the modification, even today it has been followed with the modification, And next, society. Society, kings, ministers and officers and employees had a better status. The people were also wearing jewels made of pearls, metal, gold, etc. Aurangzeb and the other rulers included in the expect Aurangzeb, all the other rulers, all type of entertainment they would be carried out in the court itself. Expect Aurangzeb. Farmers' life was misery due to the heavy land tax, inefficient policies of the rulers, and the interference of the middlemen. Leather process, pottery, clovery, washermen, and the others from the non-agricultural working class. Sati system, child marriage, and the bride practice were in practice. Sati system, child marriage, and the bride price were in practice during the Mughals. Next, the economic system. Since North India had many rivers, cultivable land was available naturally. The good system of irrigation aided for the growth of the agriculture. There are many government factories. Out of them, textile industries were considered in the Banaras, Patna, Dhaka, Chabaspur, Sonar, Lahore, Fatehpur Sikri, Agra. Akbar supported the salwa of the carpet weaving work during his reign. Mughals, a part of the internal trade relationship with the other countries, Asia and the Europe. Raw silk, metal, horses, perfume, gold, silver are imported. Cotton clothes, pepper, coffee, woolen clothes were being exported. Literature. During the Mughal period, many books were being written in the Persian, Arabic, Turkish, Hindu and the Sanskrit language. Babur and the Jahangir were the scholars of their scholars and they wrote the autobiography. Babur Nama and Tuzaki Jahangir, their own autobiography. Abdul Fazl, who was the Akbar, wrote an Akbari and Akbar Nama in Persian. Badori translated Ramayana, Fazi, a mathematical verse, Lilavati, and Raja Todarmal and Bhagwan Raja Todarmal, Bhagavad Purana into the Persian language. Great works were been written like Ramacharitra Manasa by Tulsidas, Sursagar by Surdas. So there are contributions of literature towards the Mughals. Art and architecture, many monuments were being already you are knowing regarding the art. So the Shah Jahan's period has been called as the golden period of Mughal art and architecture. Golden period of Mughal art and architecture. Shah Jahan's period. So here, during the Akbar's period, Indo-Persian style of architecture came into existence. Akbar Mahal, Jahangir Mahal, Panch Mahal, Jodhabai Palace, Birbar Mahal, Ibadat Khana, Jamia Masjid, Buland Darwaza of the Fatehpur Sikri are the important contributions. Important contribution. During the reign of Shah Jahan, Red Fort, Moti Masjid, Diwani Am, Diwani Kas, Rangmal, Tasmal, Taj Mahal, and the other important buildings were built. The throne of Mayura, Mayura Simhasana, the throne of Mayura. It took 7 years to work and 1 crore expenses. It took 7 years to work and 1 crore throne. Mayura Simhasana. Totally it was been made of the gold, diamond, pearls, ruby cotton. So anybody are knowing where is Mayura Simhasana today? Anybody can say where is Mayura Simhasana today? Just ping a message. Anybody can say where is Mayura Simhasana today? London, yes, very good. It is in London. British, they have been ruled they have been ruled our country for 200 years. So it has been taken by the British, Mayura Simhasana. Even Shah Jahan could not sit on that particular throne. It was that throne. A loyal, a sincere, only that person can sit on the throne. Even the Shah Jahan could not. It has been made by it has been constructed by the Shah Jahan itself, but even he could not sit on that particular throne. Mayura Simhasana. And a special Jamia Masjid were being constructed. Apart from this, a Shah Jahan's available in the places like Lahore, Kabul, Kandahar, Kashmir, Ajmer, and Allahabad. Ajmer and Allahabad. The Shah Jahan's period has been called as the golden age of Mughal art and architecture. Golden Mughal art and architecture. And the last, the important thing is the painting. During the period of Humayun, the Mughal art of painting evolved with the help of the Mir Sayyid Ali and Abu Samad of Persia. The various painted canvas painting were been created. Of 17 artists in the court of Akbar, of 17 painters in the court of Akbar, in that 17, 13 artists were the Hindus. 13 artists were Hindus. How many? 13 artists were Hindus. In that, the important were the Dashwant, Basavan, Lala Jagannath, and Mukund were the important Hindu painters. Important Hindu painters. In Jahangir's court, Ustad Mansoor and Abdul Hassan were present. But Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb were not interested in the painting. Like the Mughals contributed in the different field during their regime. So Mughals, they have been contributed in the different field. They are Mughal rulers, they have been contributed. Aurangzeb, he did not contribute anything. He was living a life of the saint itself. Living life of the saint itself. The rather means the expenses, some of the silly expenses or the expenses of the building, expenses, that one, anything have been not made by the Aurangzeb. But the other Mughal rulers, they have been contributed towards the art and architecture. Other Mughal rulers. So this is regarding the Mughals. This is regarding the Mughals. Now just wait for a second. I'll show some images. Just wait there. So here Akbar, some of the pics of the Akbar and the Jodhabai. So this is the Mughal Empire at the time of the death of Akbar in 1605. You can see there, at the time of the death of Akbar, this was the Mughal Empire. You can see there, the black thing, Gondavan also not. So this is the Kabul, that whole vast area was ruled by Akbar. The Mughal Empire at the death of the Akbar. You can see there, Mughal Empire there. So this thing is the Mughal Empire. So here you can see this area is the Mughal Empire. Birbal, Deen-e-Ilahi. So this is regarding the Akbar. The rest of the photos are there, rest of the images, photos are there. I'll show it tomorrow. There is somewhat problem is there. I'll show it tomorrow. Not reading here. Yes, wait here. Here are some of the images. So here you can see the Mughal Empire from 1526 to 1858. They have been ruled, but I have said yesterday itself till 1526 to 1707. It has been ruled vigorously. After Aurangzeb, slowly the dynasty started to decline. Ibrahim Lodi, Akbar, Babur Nama. So you can see the Mughal Empire from 1526 to 1707. These are the rulers. You can write down the dates. Babur from 1526 to 1530, Humayun from 1530 to 1556, and from so here it is rule has been divided from 1530 to 1540. So afterwards from 1552 to 1556, the rule has been divided. Next, Akbar from 1556 to 1605, Jahangir from 1605 to 1628, Shah Jahan from 1628 to 1658, Aurangzeb from 1658 to 1707. The maid of the Mughal Empire, the royal treasury of the Hindustan. Sher Khan army defeated the Mughals. Just wait here. The administrative organization, you can see that whatever I haven't said, same thing it has been divided. You can see the chart of the Mughals. Mansabdari system, I would say one of the important system. Mughals coins you can see there. Mughal army. These are some of the monuments. Paintings of the Mughals. So anything else if there? You can see the pick of the Jahangir. Shah Jahan. Mayura Simhasana. So this is the Mayura Simhasana. Now at present it is in London. Mayura Simhasana. So no need to say this thing, I think. That's what. So Rajita,
Yes, sir.
the topic has been clear.
Yes, sir.
Whatever I have been thought, only that much is enough.
Okay, sir.
Shreya, Shreya,
हाँ सर
the topic has been clear.
हाँ सर यस सर
If anything is there, you can just message me if you are having any doubt.
ओके सर
So I'll not give any work today. Tomorrow, by completing the Marathas, I'll give you the work. Understood? Now,
Yes, sir.
Mughals topic has been clear.
Yes, sir, it is clear.
So any doubt you can ask me.
Okay, sir.
Vaishnavi,
Yes, sir.
Mughal topic has been clear.
Yes, sir. It is cleared.
So there is whole thing is not there, but somewhat they have been reduced. But I have been taught whole lesson. You why means? So if I take the reduced topic, it will be like hotspot. Nothing you will also not understand. So we can't teach also. So I have been taken the whole lesson. And for the examination, the whole lesson will be there. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So here Rachita is asking, can we bring back the Mayur Simhasana? So that is the work of the central government, Modi government. It is the work of central government and our Prime Minister Modi. If he is capable to bring it. So I'll not give any homework today. By completing after completion of the Marathas, I'll give you the work. Okay? If any doubt is there, go to the textbook. If any doubt is there, so you can ask. Thank you. I'll end the meeting now.